Come on. This is an escape game you definitely can't miss. Theatre collapses like an overcooked shrimp, and then gunfire erupts again. Poor Gray's been shot dead. Jesse dashes into the theatre, sees a gunman, too scared to bid farewell. Jesse has no time to explain anything, dodging bullets as if he's playing duck hunt, and finally he fights back. He hits the mask, rushes the Nicks from the theatre like a hero. Jesse gives Nick the gun and instructs. When Jesse returns to the restaurant, Victor has vanished like a sofa in water. He follows Blood to the deck and finds Victor tossed into the sea. Just then, Nick suddenly fires. Jesse hears the gunshot and rushes over. But across the hallway is a masked man, who turns out to be another Jesse. He got on the cruise even earlier than main Jesse. We'll call him -1. He tells Nick and his wife, "Follow me to live." Clearly, they've forgotten Jess's warning. Did they just... As Jesse follows the gunfire back to the hallway, Nick and his wife have been taken away by -1 to room 237, trying a new method for another attempt. Nick fights back like a superhero, covers his wife's escape. Jesse rushes over too, looking heroic. Poor girl doesn't know who to trust. Lisa runs into the control room, trying to call for help on the radio. The previous radio call from the yacht was actually Lisa's cry for help, but by the time Jesse hears it, she's rushing to the upper deck. Jesse hears Gray's reply on the radio, desperately trying to warn them not to board the cruise, but the signal interferes, and as Jesse reaches the deck, the sight before him is laughable, yet tragically Lisa's bodies are everywhere. After countless deaths, Lisa cowers in the corner like a scared cat as Jesse approaches. Looks like she's about to go bonkers. Jesse removes his coat to stop the bleeding, hears a fight, and feels like in a game. He sees second Jesse annihilating -1 with a fire axe, tossing the body overboard, leaving Jesse wide-eyed like he just saw a UFO. Realizing she's lost all signs of life, he's again the sole survivor. It's time for some serious plot critique. Jesse realizes that if all his buddies get killed, he'll enter a new loop. Oh no, it's like a never-ending merry-go-round, but the buddies are already on the cruise, leading to 3 Jessies on board the Jesse party happening right now. To break the cycle, Jesse thinks of shutting down the cruise engine, but realizes it's like trying to catch water with a basket. Finally, he figures out that as long as his mates don't board the cruise, the cycle will break. Can someone please help out? He decides to play the lead role and first take out everyone who has boarded, then stop the next wave of boarders. To avoid chaos, I trimmed the repetitive plot. Jesse enters room 237, artistically writing a hint with Nick's blood. Then he tosses all the bodies into the sea, turns triumphantly, and heads to fish the new Nick couple for a theatre meet-up. He decides to don a mask for a horror plot twist, targeting Gray, but surprised Gray recognizes him. Gray asks, "Why are you trying to kill me?" Jesse's explanation sends Gray into a disbelief mode. Jesse continues shooting at the Nick couple, and just as he reloads, the Jesse strikes back. What a nail-biting moment. The main Jesse plummets into the sea, the camera follows as he sinks, and the scene shifts to a beach with the masked man's clothes floating in the waves. Jesse is jolted awake by the waves, but let's remember, he has broken the cycle. His body isn't in top shape. It's just that the main Jesse has temporarily left the cruise. He sprints homeward by memory, like he's on a family adventure. Peering through a window, he sees his son drawing and hears familiar voices, reminiscent of moments before they set off. The scene before him mirrors his earlier trip to the dock, and there's another Jesse scolding the kid. The son sees Jesse outside, but accidentally knocks over the paint, and hearing the quarrel from inside, Jesse gets furious. He slams the doorbell like he's declaring war. Jesse's hand trembles, and when another Jesse comes out to check, lo and behold, the porch is empty. What a comical sight. Subtitles. Jesse angrily storms into the house, holding a wolf head, acting out a thriller with the characters inside. The son sees this and quickly hugs him, reassuring that was just a bad dream. Then Jesse packs the bodies into the trunk, hops in the car, and speeds off with his son for their date at the dock. On the way, he promises his son never to scold him again, but suddenly he kills an albatross. He jumps out to check, planning to toss the albatross aside, making him realize he hasn't really broken the cycle. The area is now full of dead albatrosses, and Jesse frantically hops back in the car to speed off to the dock. But the son sees the bloody mess and starts crying, and in the process of comforting him, they have a car accident, and bystanders flock to the scene. Witnesses see that mother and son have perished in the crash, while Jesse stands afar, heartbroken at the sight of his son's body. Jesse asks the driver if he needs a lift, preparing to head to the dock for a rendezvous. When the car reaches the dock, the driver tells Jesse not to turn off the meter yet. Jesse hops out and turns to ask. Jesse runs into Victor at the dock. Victor asks about the son, and Jesse hesitates before saying he went to school. Facing the pursuing Grey, Jesse feels guilty, embraces him tightly, and keeps apologizing. Such a heartfelt moment. Once again, they enter an infinite loop. This covers the entire plot of the movie. Next, let's dive into some details, as many hints suggest Jess's death. For example, room 237 on the cruise matches Jess's house number, with everyone's time at 11:30 except Jess's, which stays the same as the cruise clock. When Jesse appears in the restaurant, the fresh ingredients have turned moldy and rotten. The music heard on the cruise has even more hidden meanings. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll continue the battle of wits next time.